When I'm asked to write the equation of a parabola, the first thing I do is make a quick sketch of the information that I'm given. That will help me determine which of the two basic equations, I've written the two forms at the top, I'm going to use. So, for example, this time they give us the vertex and the focus, and in the next couple of videos we'll take a look at what to do with other information, but let's start with vertex and focus. So, the vertex, they tell me, is at the point -2, 3, so just a quick sketch, just a very rough sketch is fine. So there's the vertex, it'll be a point on the parabola, and then the focus is at the point -4, 3, so over here. Well, what that tells me, just by simply plotting those 2 points, it tells me the basic shape of my parabola. Since your parabola will go through the vertex and wrap around the focus, I have a sideways opening parabola. Again, at the top I've written out the 2 forms we've used. When we have a sideways opening parabola, that's going to be the y² formula. So this is the basic model I'm going to use. Also, since that parabola opens up to the left, I know the p-value, or the distance to the focus, is going to be a negative value. So just by making that quick sketch, I know a lot about what this equation should look like. Okay. Speaking of the p-value, I guess let's go ahead and find that. The p-value is the distance between the focus and the vertex, and I can do that either by counting on the sketch I made or subtracting. I can see that's a distance of 2. And since we already said the p-value has to be negative since it's opening to the left, that p-value is actually going to be -2. So using that fact and the fact that I have the vertex, recall the vertex coordinates are the h and k part of the formulas, I think I actually have enough already to write this equation. So I'm choosing this model to use since I have a sideways opening parabola. So plugging in the values I need, I've got y. The k value is 3. In the parentheses I'll have -3. Those will change signs. Squared is equal to 4, that's just part of the equation. The p-value we saw from looking at the graph is a -2. And then finally I have x minus the h value. That h value is -2, and so in the parentheses I'll have a +2. I guess the only thing that I will want my students to do is let's just go ahead and multiply the 4 times -2 out. So as a final version of this equation, let's say it's y minus 3 squared is equal to -8 times x plus 2. I know sometimes people will want that -8 times x plus 2 multiplied out. I don't need it. I'd say this is fine for me.